Hey guys, so I want to talk to you a little bit this week about no-knock search warrants. They've been a topic in our news and a lot of the movements and stuff lately, and I want to shed a little bit of light on them if I can. Now previously I talked about the process of obtaining and serving a search warrant in this video here. You can look that up for the basic details on how search warrants are obtained. And the question of no-knock warrants are mostly served in cases where there's issues of officer safety or the possibility of evidence being destroyed. Now they're only legal in 48 of the 50 states and can't be served in Oregon or Florida because those state Supreme Courts have said no. Overall, they're primarily served 30% of the time in conservative controlled cities and 60% of the time in liberally controlled cities per capita. Since the 1980s, there has been an overall increase of these warrants of over 47,000 served, and that's a conservative estimate. There are some constitutional issues to no-knock warrants because the law is kind of flip-floppy on them. On one side, in the 1950s, in Miller versus U.S., the Supreme Court said that police officers are required to knock and make their presence known. But then in the 1990s, the Supreme Court said in the case of Wilson versus Arkansas that to prevent the destruction of evidence, police officers could enter without knocking. Either way, there's a lot of controversy where these warrants are concerned, and there's clearly been some problems. I'm not going to name specific cases. I don't want to get into the politics of those, but we all know what's happened in the news, and we've all seen the issues. I encourage you to do some research on these warrants and try to understand why they're used, and maybe take the time to petition your local courts and your state courts to make changes where it's necessary to fix the issues with these warrants. As always, folks, be decent to each other. We're all in this together. God bless.